Time for that culture for the streets. We finna get into it, man. We gotta talk about Ralo and Boosie beef, the beef between Boosie and Ralo. We also gotta talk about Wack100 leaking the call between him and Stan G, where Stan G was actually asking him for some bond money because he didn't have it. And we know they had a little situation going on. But first and foremost, my first question to y'all is, do y'all think this Ralo and Boosie beef can be squashed, or will pride be the reason it end up in a real conflict? What you think, cuz?
I think if Boosie get on man time and sit down with him, like he said, bro, if you're a gangster and he a gangster, it shouldn't be no reason we can't come to a round table and talk like men. You feel me?
So,
And he's saying like he's not coming on no offense level, but if somebody throw a slug, it's gonna get crazy. Feel me? Which I feel him on that. If I'm coming at you in peace, trying to resolve the issue, trying to clean up my name like the same way you cleared up T.I. name,
yeah.
you feel me?
Respectfully, you should do the same thing with Ralo because you had the same amount of love for Ralo. Ralo even insinuated that when he was locked up, Boosie tapped in with him to be able to pull up in Pakistan and get a bag because he needed something. You know, he had to put some plays in and he needed some assistance.
Right,
That's not to say Boosie didn't have it. That's just saying, you know what I'm saying? He reached out for a favor and a nigga he got love for came through. So
right,
respectfully, having this agree to disagree situation, you still should have enough respect for Ralo to be able to sit down with him and actually tell him how you feel, him tell you how he feel, and respectfully y'all come to an agreement, or you can be able to put your pride aside enough to look him in the eye and apologize for being wrong. Because that's
right,
really where the whole problem is stemming from. Like, he don't want to apologize.
right. But that lets you know where his mindset at though. Because if we grown, you supposed to be an OG. We both leaders. You feel me? That keep a lot of people around who's willing to crash out. And like we know, when it come down to war, it's never the main two. It's always the entourages that ready to chew each other head off.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you seen, one of the little fam goon little niggas, he like, nigga Boosie, you starting all this, we'll make it a little difficult for Two to Raw to be moving around Atlanta.
And that's where it's starting to go left, because what you think the response to that gonna be coming from a dad who you directing this energy to, but now you starting to pour the energy onto threatening the family. What Boosie and Ralo got going on is between Boosie and Ralo, not between Boosie and Ralo and each other's families. Like, these niggas got a disagreement amongst themselves. Neither one of these two have went that far to threaten each other fam or they loved ones. It's solely about their disagreement between how they feel about the situation and Boosie's perspective on Rallo's situation. That's the only problem in the situation. But when you got people in the background that got love for you and they feel like you ain't saying what, you know, he being disrespectful, I should be, you see what I'm saying? They gonna speak out of turn, and they really speaking out of emotion, but they also speaking out of love too, because I got love for this nigga. So to sit back and see you disrespect this nigga or play my nigga or don't want to apologize to my nigga was really you wrong for putting it on my dog like that, is where it start to go too far. Because if you think Boosie people ain't gonna reply, and then the back and forth don't go from just Ralo and Boosie, it start to go from Ralo and Boosie to the entourages too, it's gonna get bad. What up,
Yeah.
Brick?
What up, Brick? Smash that like button, man. We got 5 people in the building. Y'all know we in these YouTube streets with it. But yeah, man, I feel like Boosie handled he handled Rallo like a straight lane. You feel me? Because
And you could tell
I
it hit Rallo a certain type of way, because no matter when he ever asked about the situation, he emphasized the situation with Boosie because that was somebody he
look up
messed with
to.
in a street manner. He really had ties. They had a bond. You see what I'm saying? So to see somebody you really had genuine love for look at you like, yeah, and throw you in the trash like you really ain't nothing. And then when you know the truth come out, you still don't want to apologize. It's like, nigga, you must really didn't. You really ain't fuck with me like that for real, nigga. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
right. That's a fact. That mean your loved one genuine. I had you pulling up to the spot. You know what I mean? I had your old lady pulling up to the spot, picking up bags. She was well protected by real men. Nobody tried her on no funny stuff. She made you make she was able to make it back to Booster Estates and handle that business for you with no problem. Now, where it become lame at is if you felt some type of way with me and you my dog, we got this type of friendship bond, whatever the case may be. If you feel some type of way about me, it ain't your business to go to Charlemagne and tell Charlemagne what we got going on.
Exactly. You need to be calling my phone because you been had my number. You had my number. You had the number to my burner phone when I was in the Fed. So why is you going to Breakfast Club instead of tapping my line? Cause you see what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it's an immediate disconnect because now you starting to use everything you see or your perspective of everything as a social media tool to get a check, and you rupturing a lot of relationships you got with real life street niggas, man.
yeah. That's what he was saying. Like, nigga, why you don't want to sit down and talk? He like, everybody don't get this misconstrued acting like I'm trying to diss Boosie. I want smoke with Boosie. I want to sit down with him. You feel me? And if you, the reason why you don't want to sit down with me is because you like to talk down on others. That's what Ralo said. He said he feels like Boosie don't like to sit down with nobody who he done fell out with and talk like men because he wanna make himself look good.
You know what it really is with Boosie, man? The fact that you take away this Boosie biggest problem. And I'm not gonna say he wrong for feeling like that because that was his own personal life experience, what he went through when he had to sit behind them walls and be on death row and fight all the multiple murders and come out on top when people thought it was over with for you. So to overcome all that, you gonna have a certain ego and a mentality towards a lot of people where it's like, fuck them. You feel what I'm saying?
Right?
And the drop of a hat, because when you was at your lowest, you see what I'm saying, they left you out to dry. A lot of people gave up on you. I don't think Rollo was one of them, but I'm just saying I understand where he coming from as far as his attitude towards how niggas deal with the law. You feel me? Because he feel like, nigga, I was in there and I ain't say nothing and I was facing 8, 9 murders and I stood tall. Nobody told. The nigga that told went down, but I nigga I stood tall. You ain't supposed to talk to them folks neither, but everybody's situation different, bruh. You can't compare. Boosie compares everybody's situation to his, and I think that's what makes him wrong when he speaks out and don't expect that backlash behind it because your situation, Rollo wasn't going to jail behind 7, 8 murders. It was about getting money.
Right?
The situation different. So
That's
I
a
feel like
fact.
Boosie weigh everybody else situation when it comes to them niggas dealing with the justice system according to the scale of what he went through, how he went through it, what he had to do to go through it. You see what I'm saying? And you can't do that because you discredited a lot of niggas based off how you feel about certain things.
That's a fact. Y'all hit the like button, man. Somebody hit the like button. Show some love to the
And that's
channel, bro.
crazy because you know what I'm saying? Boosie a real one, but Ralo a real one too. And I don't think, and I feel like, and let me say this too, you know what I'm saying? We all gotta apologize to Ralo. To be honest, everybody in the YouTube album, the whole atmosphere do, because when the little snippet of John Doe exposed and Ralo came out, this one thing about social media, the first person to expose some type of information. And it seemed catchy, it seemed trendy, like a viral moment. We all run with it because it's content. We content creators. So we was all wrong for running with the accusations that Rollo told, right? We all gotta apologize because
True.
we all painted our own pictures of this man when, okay, the people that roll with him, You think these solid stand-up dudes that's behind him, ready to jump out a window behind him, gonna still stay there when he bite the cheese? I don't think so. Cause I understand that Ralo is a certain caliber of dude. So you gonna have certain caliber of dudes around you and behind you. You leading. I don't think they gonna let a rat lead them. So we was all
No,
wrong.
his name hold weight.
It hold real weight. He came home, got right back to it, and without leaving out the fact that he still gonna feed his people too. How many niggas you know do that? Because most of these niggas outside getting money. Right now, you can't name 10 CEOs that got all the niggas behind them looking just as good as him.
No,
It's
you
only a
don't.
couple, bruh. The rest of them just got a whole bunch of niggas that look like they ride dirt bikes with them all day, cuz.
Real talk though.
They ain't having no motion. They ain't having no jewelry. They ain't having no cars. They got to back to back this nigga cars because they ain't got no car. They got to,
Hmm.
you gonna let me wear that chain today because you wearing the other one? They living another nigga lifestyle, bruh.
Real talk. What's going on, homie? Smash that like button. We got Spain in the building, man.
Yeah, Spain, all
We
the way
got
from Spain.
17
Much
people
love,
in the
man. Make sure
building,
y'all
man.
drop where y'all
Strike that
from,
like
man.
button.
City and state, man, so we can shout y'all out, man. Straight up.
Yeah, but
But yeah, he got a
like,
lot of love behind him, and I don't know what Boosie do for his people. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say Boosie do this. I know Boosie got land. I know Boosie take care of his family. I know, but when we see Boosie and his homies, I don't think we get the same impression as if we seen Dolph with PRE. As if we seen, you see what I'm saying? Like certain groups is feeding a team, and that's not everybody. Rollo feeding his hood,
a village.
not 4 or 5 niggas. He feed, man, what you just said, man.
A village. That boy take care of village. That's why I'm saying, like, you got a
And you
lot of
think
niggas.
that's gonna happen? You think niggas still gonna run behind him if he bit the cheese? That's where we was all wrong. Just because it was content, this nigga made somebody that was close to him, you know what I'm saying, betrayed him by trying to put this jacket on him the wrong way. You feel what I'm saying? And we ran with it just the way he wanted us to. You feel what I'm saying? Where that nigga at now? The nigga that was exposing Ralo, y'all got this paperwork, the phone call, we was on the phone. Where that nigga at now? Because I ain't seen this nigga say shit since
Man,
Ralo been home.
the plan looked like Buddy just wanted to kick Rollo while he was locked up. To me,
Rollo was
that's what
locked
I
up
think.
explaining from jail why he locked up. This nigga riding all through Atlanta in the Corvette with a grill in his mouth talking about, nigga, I'll be outside. Of course you gonna be outside. Rollo ain't outside. He locked up, nigga. Now he out. Where the fuck you at, nigga? You was doing all this exposing.
He said even wars popped off behind the wall behind that.
I'm sure it did. And you gotta think where Rollo was at when this nigga doing this to him from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You in a situation where a nigga could put you in a bag behind what these allegations is saying. In the
Right.
feds, that stick that much more, bruh.
True.
What that nigga? What they'll put you on the dough, and it ain't always. Oh yeah, hit the dough, nigga. They gonna put you on the dough.
That's a fact. And you know what's crazy about it? Like he was saying, bro, Boosie, Boosie done fell out with all of these young niggas that looked up to him. That was Kodak, that was his role model. NBA YoungBoy, that was his role model. Rallo, that was his role model.
He
And
ruptured a lot of
even in
relationships
no
he
type
got
of
with
way,
people in Atlanta too behind this Rollo situation because they rocking with Rollo. So what you doing? I mean, granted, they might not pick no sides, but they gonna stay out of it and they might stay away from you until y'all resolve that situation. So that will right there, you see what I'm saying?
bro, so they
Uh
tying niggas up in the cell.
yeah,
Real
real
talk.
talk.
You ain't lying. Shit
When
done
I say
changed
that's
now.
me, that's the nice version of me saying what will happen to you in the feds when a nigga put that jacket on you. You
Real
already
talk.
can't use the phone, tap in with your card and all that. Your paperwork ain't right, nigga. Hey, nigga, it's a
Real
wrap
shit.
for you in there.
And like Rollo was saying, bro, he like, man, I know you got stiff niggas your way, and I got some niggas on my niggas my way. But I just want to sit down. But just understand, if y'all strike first, that shit gonna get ugly.
I don't want to see it happen like that.
I
Period.
don't
Like I
want to
said,
see it
man,
either, bro.
we living. Man, come on, cuz these niggas out here painting their nails now, cuz they rapping about gangster music and drilling, and they wearing lipstick, blush, nigga, and making excuses to why they got panties and shit on, nigga. This shit's getting weird. So when we see a Boosie, a Ralo, and the other ones that's solid out there, cuz we gotta root for these niggas to succeed because we watching the last of a dying breed, but in a minute we gonna be watching a bunch of weirdos, man.
Real talk.
Imagine rap, nigga, 98% Lil Uzi Vert type dudes. We ain't gonna be listening to music no more, bro. We gonna be stuck in the early 2000s and the 90s, nigga, with it.
It's almost like that though.
Exactly. So if we keep watching these niggas, these solid dudes in the game that keep real niggas relevant, real niggas in style, right? Keep clashing and crashing out due to egos and pride, cuz that's what we gonna be looking at in a couple more years, nigga. The 100% rap game full of Lil Uzi Verts, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, I hope these boys could. I
They
wish
need to be
Boosie.
squashed, man.
I wish Boosie would just be the OG that he is to these young niggas and say, "Hey, let's sit down and talk this over like men." The same way T.I. pulled up on you at the airport, because I'm pretty sure if he wouldn't have straightened that up with Tip, they would have got the fight.
It would have led to something too. And in this situation though, I feel like it's taken that much more serious because Rallo reputation is 10 times what
Right,
T.I.'s ever was.
right, right,
You take
right.
the celebrity away from T.I., they rank ain't the same, bruh.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
just not. So in this situation, cuz, like you said, you got a nigga that's leading a village. You painting a picture of a nigga that's leading the village the wrong way, bruh.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
he like no disrespect to Hustle, rest in peace to Hustle, but he is what Nipsey was about to be. Nipsey was about to feed the village. Before it could pop off, he got deleted. You feel me? This situation with Ralo been feeding the village for a
Before the
long
fame, he
time.
was feeding the village before the fame. Let's get this established. Before Rallo popped up on the scene and we were seeing all this, he was feeding the village. Nigga, name some rappers that was doing that.
It ain't too many.
Ain't none.
Well, you're right, ain't none.
Ain't none. Niggas be worried about theyself, cuz.
And like
99% of the time, the priority be the rapper. It don't be the rapper looking at his team, his peoples like the priority. Rollo treated his peoples with priority. They was the priority, cuz.
yeah.
Shout out to
Shout
Louisiana,
out
I
to
mean.
that
You know what
booth,
I'm saying?
man.
Kirk and Butler, man.
What's going on, man?
Like straight up, Rollo like is an influence. You know what I'm saying? Like what we seen Nipsey trying to do. You can admire Rollo for plenty things. That's what makes him different than Boosie by far, right? Because for one, he feeding community, nigga.
Right,
Not just his kids, he feeding community. That hit different. You buying back in the hood. You come from the same trench setup as any other nigga from the trenches, but they watching you convert, transition into doing all this other stuff. You was outside drilling, hustling, doing anything a nigga outside in the trenches do, right?
right,
But to see a nigga go buy some land, put something on the land where the people in that community could thrive off of that. Because when he opened them 6, 7, 8, 9 stores in that little shopping mall, it's gonna give a bunch of people in that community some
right.
jobs.
True.
You see what I'm saying? We not watching Boosie do that.
No.
And that's not to say Boosie ain't a certain type of person because he not. He take care of his family. He a good father, so we can't take nothing from Boosie neither. But
I
we looking
mean,
at a different type of monster when we talking about Rollo, man. Because Rollo made his community the priority first, nigga. We be so stuck on trying to get out the hood. We be trying to make it out the hood first, and then I'm gonna come back. And then, but by the time you get the bag, nigga, you ain't thinking about going back somewhere where it's bandos everywhere, police stressing you every day, the ops hating, your people hating, begging, entitled, nigga. This nigga never left.
They got the discipline going on, bro. Like we said, when it come down to brothers that's real, Muslims, they gonna pray together, they gonna eat together, they gonna get money together. Nobody ain't gonna be left out, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, according to some of the people that been around Boosie, you feel me? They like Boo not giving you 50 cents.
You see, Big Head the Dome Doctor said he needed his rent paid when he got out of jail, whatever. It was like $500. He said Boosie told him this ain't that.
Yeah.
We talking about $500. Meanwhile, while he telling the nigga this ain't that, Ralo over here in the whole community, niggas living rent free, and he's supplying niggas having money. And he's structuring niggas around him. You come over here, bro. We all got to be on our game. Nigga,
Right.
he's structuring discipline. What nigga you know, man? Cuz niggas expecting when you bring 17 niggas around you, you expect these niggas to know the rules and the plans. Nah, he building structure in his circle, bro, based on the religion he believe in. He bringing these niggas into the religion. When you bring niggas into that religion, nigga, it built so much discipline. It's crazy. Cause I know a lot
True.
of people that go to church on Sunday, nigga, they was nigga sucking wood, selling drugs, pimping, and all that. Then they wake up in the morning and go to church. Whereas with them, it's a different type of structure. So you gotta really clap because a different type of way because really we need 1,000 more Ralos, man. Niggas that come from the street show a nigga how to do something different, man.
True. And the crazy thing about it, bro, what really made me so mad, and I'm a fan of Trail Fam, period. Nigga, Big Head was cutting grass with a walking lawnmower, saying that he doing front and backyard for $50. And I'm saying to myself, I don't knock a man for providing for his family, but come on, man. He said the only nigga that came through for him when he needed it was Kevin Gates. Gates come through every time. But it's messed up. Him and Boo from the South, and they don't have no connection. You feel me? He can't get on the feature. He can't go on tour. Like, I'm pretty sure we
When
ain't
he
gonna
was
never have
around
no.
him the most, he couldn't count on him at his worst. I'm finna be homeless. All I need is a couple dollars. I can't get that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? You could have been like, yeah, I'll give it to you. You just gonna have to come on the road with me and sell these shirts for me while we on the stage. You see, it could have been anything, but nigga,
True.
anything but turning your nigga down in a time of need like that. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
how much love you really got for me when I'm on the brink of being homeless, my nigga. I
He
ain't
don't went
asking you
on.
for no party money. I'm on the brink of being homeless, my nigga, and couldn't get it. Whereas you ain't heard nobody around Ralo. Ralo
Mm-hmm.
got 1,000 niggas around him. How come it's only one nigga that has something to say about Ralo?
He wasn't even in the loop.
It's just bad because I just don't want to see. And you know how this go, man. They from different cities, different states. That bring the states and the cities into it. You see what I'm saying? This could be
Yeah.
so much bigger than what
It
it is. I don't
it
even
could
want to see that.
it could get nasty, vice versa, because
Yeah.
we know if Rallo stayed in Louisiana and the shoe was on the other foot, and he threw Boosie up under the bus saying Boosie was 12, niggas from Louisiana would be ready to press him. You see what I'm saying? Vice versa, they see Boosie out there in public, a nigga who Rallo been feeding for years, just ready to do something on the love. You know how that shit go, cuz you got niggas that's out there in the street just do shit on the love, bro.
and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, both parties, Boosie and Ralo, both got people that love them behind them, and they willing to do certain things because Ralo and Boosie is in the front of these movements. They the breadwinners. You protect the breadwinners. It's gonna be the people behind them that go the extra mile for the situation. And that's what you see when you see some of Fam Goon people responding to the Boosie Rallo situation. Then you see Louisiana tapping in, talking about 4,000 people gonna show up for Boosie. And that's
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It's starting to get like that already. That's why it's a must that these niggas sit down. You feel what I'm saying?
it's a must. It's a must. It's only right, bro. Because at the end of the day, both of you niggas are leaders of a mass of a lot of people. You know what I mean? Boosie, he got damn near the whole culture love him, and Rallo, his love is a little different because this a young Muslim that's all the way on his deen, which he's a nigga that when he came out, all of these niggas that was in the street that was running around wild and everything, like you said, they got up under that Islam umbrella and started moving different. It's so many young niggas in Atlanta now is that took Islam all because of Rallo. So what do y'all think of people asking for money from people that are watching YouTube and half of the country is already struggling?
Personally, I think if people really support you, you don't have to ask them for anything.
Right, right. I agree.
When the opportunity present themselves for them to be generous, that's when it's gonna happen. So that's one reason why you don't see us on here. Hit the cash app and
No.
hit the. You see what I'm saying? Because that is really like panhandle.
Yeah, for sure.
You
And
see what I'm
and I'm
saying?
pretty
We
sure
don't
that
want nothing out of people that watch us but them to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We don't need y'all to send us $50. Now if you want to do that, that's on y'all, but we ain't gonna be up on here that be like, yeah, hit the cash app. Like, man, I say this all the time. We offside this YouTube, we got other stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have to sit here and ask for money all the time. Support come genuine. When
I
people
mean,
really lock in
but
with you, they gonna support what you got going on. I'm not gonna sit here every day and be like, you know what I'm saying? Donate $10 to the channel. Let me get it. If everybody watching, give me $1, I might have $200. Like
yeah.
at that point, you panhandle.
Much
That was a
love for
good
the
question too, for real though.
because hey, now that they say that, you got to think about it. It's a lot of niggas that's blogging now that got habits. I'm talking about like strong habits. You know, these niggas be
Yeah,
on coke and some more shit. So
yeah.
when they be
That,
streaming and nobody not hitting the like button or not hitting their cash app, they getting frustrated. Like, man, I've been doing this, I've been doing all this, and now ain't nobody gonna bless my cash app. That's how they be feeling.
yeah, but that's on them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like no, not nobody else for doing. That's just not what we be doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
That
know what I
that's
mean?
that that right there is big, and them junkie habits when you get the begging your subscribers to, throw you a dollar or two. That's nigga. If they want to bless you like that, it'll happen. You feel me?
Straight up.
But like,
It's,
but like we was
but
saying,
back to
bro.
what you were talking about you were saying something about some, but about Stan G. You know what I'm saying? Like Stan G, we getting into Stan G on top of that, but with Stan G, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching Stan G and free Stan G if he ain't out already on them charges and all of that situation. Hope he get up out that jam. But reason why I'm speaking on it is because Stan G do numbers.
Yeah, yeah,
He got good content. He know how to do the YouTube thing. So for me, him being in that jam like that, and then you happen to call a nigga you was into it with for help, because okay, you're buying $3,400, but You only got $1,800. So what is you doing with the YouTube money? You've been doing YouTube for a couple years. You get paid every month. What is you doing with the YouTube money? Is you taking the money and then going to the pawn shop and buying another one of them thin ass ropes that you be putting on top of the next one? Like you got 8, 9, 10 tennis chains on. I'm talking about this old school gold. I'm talking about 1984 gold. But now you on the phone with Wack100 of all people asking this nigga, can he pay your bond? You in everybody business in Memphis, but you can't afford to pay your bond. What is you even in a stolen car for? He say he hadn't paid the thing. Well, how long haven't you paid the thing? Because if you ain't paid your car note, I know they give you a couple weeks, maybe even a month sometime. But how long has it been for them to report the car stolen because they ain't got no payment? So now we starting to see. That's one thing about niggas, man. We be having a pride issue. You put on this act so much. You want people to perceive you as a certain way. So when your level ain't that, you can't tell people like, listen, man, I'm fucked up for real. I'm still balling for real, even though I'm fucked up. You still throw on the. You still perceive to be straight when you fucked up. What's wrong with a nigga being like, man, I'm on my pockets right now?
I'm gonna be real with you, cuz I really think they staged that.
You
I
think
really,
so?
I think the reason why is because these niggas got they got bonds, you know what I mean, on the low, and they know how to pimp the internet to get them
But
numbers up.
but 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 how does faking this situation make Stan G look?
See, one thing what I learned about, shout out to Stan G. One thing I learned about Stan G just watching his content. Like once I seen, and this no homo, no did it. Once I seen this nigga upload a video of him and his boxers, look like he nodding out on that dog. I was like, man, this nigga he'll put any kind of content up.
That's what I'm
He'll,
saying. YouTube is a free platform. A crackhead can get on here right now and tell you all the hood stories in the world. But when he cut YouTube off, he got a 50 he finna throw in his joint. You feel what I'm saying? So
right,
you could be misled by a lot of niggas, man.
true.
And most people misled by a lot of niggas, man, when they watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of clout chasing. It's a lot of uh image fraud. You feel me? It's a lot of that.
I agree. But see, I'm gonna tell you why Stan G and Wack, they really like equivalent because Stan G he be shaking the internet when he talking about Memphis.
And be
He
ducking. Why you
he
talking about it?
he ain't got no picks. Like he started with Big 30. You feel me? He be on Finesse Tail. He be on No Love Tail.
And 510 called me Plies, man. That nigga funny.
Yeah, that nigga there a fool. But yeah, Stan G, he's a controversial blogger. He know how to pimp the internet. He gon' when he do his content, he gonna do something to piss you off. Either he gonna talk slow, or he just gonna throw a monkey wrench in the game and start something.
I
He
just
be
don't think
having he be having them niggas from he be having Big 30 hot as the stove.
he be having everybody in Memphis hot because
He do.
okay, the Dolph situation go on. You went and interviewed the most hated nigga in the world. You talk about everybody business. I'm pretty sure some nigga was riding around Memphis looking for Stan G, nigga.
Yeah, yeah,
You ain't gonna
yeah.
get me to believe it was some niggas trying to get him up out the way because you talking too much.
Yeah.
When that nigga come out with that little white little notepad, that little legal pad he be having, nigga, and he get to write shit down. Let me tell you, this how I came up with some stuff, man. This how it's going. This what, yeah. You know he done sat there and really played Sherlock Holmes with this shit.
That's a fact.
And if you think that ain't a nigga playing with danger, bruh.
Hell yeah.
He ain't got money like Wack100 to be able to glide around the danger, bro. He just don't. The nigga locked up right now calling a nigga for some help. He ain't calling his homie for some
Right.
help. You calling you talking this nigga that just turned you being locked up, and nigga Wack100 gonna profit more than Stan G would, exposing Stan G for calling him and needing bond money. What's Stan G making off of that?
What's going on, Sarah Clark? Hit the like button, man. We in the
Salute,
YouTube
salute.
streets with it. Don't be afraid to hit it. Yeah, like we was saying though, dog. Hey, I think, like I said, they got a lot in common. And what we know about YouTube, bro, majority of the niggas that got large followings, they mess with each other some kind of way. You feel me? Like you got some niggas will actually try to, man, let's beef on the internet and get our numbers up, type shit. And that's what I got from the situation. You remember when Wack was supposed to pull up at Stan G house? We know that
Mhm.
was staged, bro.
And he pulled up, Stan G wasn't there. He left, Stan G pull up. Where you at, man? And
Yeah,
yeah, that
man.
shit. Like, I'm not going through all that. Y'all niggas might as well go do TikToks, nigga, and make skits, nigga, and shit like that if that's what y'all on. Cause I'm never going that far to try to make some money on YouTube. Like this our first time even locking in and doing something in a few weeks. Niggas
Right.
been busy. So
Real talk.
I don't see myself waking up and be like, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I'm about to wake up, man. Cuz, you know what I'm saying? The most I'm gonna do is put the
How you
pastor
doing?
outfit on and come out with the Reverend Cuz shit. That's the most I'm doing.
How you doing, sweetheart? She said, I'm here. Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, Mel B.
Nice to meet
Faulkner.
you too.
Shout out
Hit,
to you, man.
hit the
Make sure
like
you
button.
drop your state city, man. We shout you out.
Yeah, man. But on the real though, man, I hope Boosie, and I had to go back to it because we know this is
It's
real.
serious, cuz.
It's serious, man. I hope Boosie actually, put his pride to the side and sit down with the man because we already know this how it goes on in prison.
Now let's
When
just be honest, cuz it can be resolved. Like Ralo got love for Boosie.
yeah, a lot of love. He
If
said
he
he
didn't,
wanted
he wouldn't still be bringing this shit up. He'd be treating that nigga like he was a op.
right. Real
So
talk.
it could be squashed, but no matter how much he want to have to sit down, Boosie gotta want to sit down still.
And you know what's crazy? You would think that Boosie would sit down because we already know how it is in prison when there's too much commotion going on in the dorm and niggas want to fight and everything. Niggas got to come to a conclusion like y'all got to go back there and hit and get it over with because we got too much going on in the dorm. We got phones in here, we got smoke in here, we got tattoo guns in here, we got, you know what I mean? Like it has to be some type of structure. So I know Boosie know what it feels like to get on man time and try to resolve an issue. It ain't nothing lame about doing something like that.
No, it ain't.
You got the youth looking at you. Now come on now, if Jeezy and Gucci did it, why you can't do that with Rollo?
Now
Somebody lost
Rallo
their
not
life
even a
behind
super
that.
big. He don't inspire niggas to rap. He inspired street niggas to do other things what they should be doing. Or when you start off and you start hustling, the goal be to make it out the struggle, right? Rollo, a poster child for being in the trenches and getting enough financially to be able to get up out, but didn't leave. He just built the trenches. He trying to build his trenches up, man. He not trying to keep them dirty and abandoned. He trying to build it up. He buying the hood back. We need to see more Rallo. Just like we need to see more Boosies. We need to see niggas that come from the trenches that went from having to tote sticks all day, slide and ride and protect themselves to going to buy 100 acres and sitting houses on there for their kid. We need to see niggas like this. So
Yeah,
we don't need neither one of these niggas to go to jail behind something that's really it could be squashed. All they need to do is sit down and stop using the internet to get the way they feel across, because it's making it worse.
Like bro say, if everybody would just talk and quit showing they tough, unless mess with. I agree 100%, bro.
Yeah, he hit it on the nose.
Yeah. And Ralo, he putting it out there, showing everybody like, listen, man. Before the blogs try to take off and say that I'm dissing him, I'm threatening him. No, I want to sit down with this man. We need to sit down, bro. And he's saying like, nigga, what is the problem? If you a gangster and I'm a gangster, then why we can't sit down and talk like
Because
gangsters?
listen, one thing for sure, two things was certain. We seen it in all the mob movies. Because before them niggas decided they was gonna go to war, was a sit down.
Right.
All the family sat down. Listen, we got to get this straight. Now, if it wasn't no understanding before we get up from this table, some niggas gonna start dying.
True.
But we gonna have to sit down first, though.
That's a fact. And these niggas is already showing the youth what to do with their money. They buying up the community. Y'all are good leaders for this generation.
Man, I'm
Both of
older than
y'all
them
niggas.
niggas. I'm older than them niggas, cuz, and I'm inspired. Age, it don't have it. What you inspired by don't come with what the age is. Cause I could be inspired by somebody that's 15 years old if they that motivated and driven as an entrepreneur and they doing certain things that at that age that I never thought about doing. I'm gonna be inspired by that. They doing stuff that you could be inspired by. We need that more in these communities and environments more than ever versus the nigga that's gonna show a nigga how to go to jail.
Right. You
That's
need
why everything messed up now. All the OGs and all the older niggas went to jail. The young niggas grew up with no guidance. By the time the older niggas come back, you can't tell them young niggas shit. They had to do this shit for the last 10, 12 years. They had to figure it out. I ain't finna listen to you tell me because you just came, but nigga, shit different. Shut up. Sit back.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Real talk. Because okay, you got Thugger. I forgot how much land he got. He got some land where
what
they
up,
call
Trump,
it
man?
Slime City. What's up? What's up, Trump? What it do, my dog? Hit that like button, man. That's what I'm talking about. Rock out with the channel. But yeah, you got niggas like Boosie on the land. You got niggas like, not to get off subject, you got other figures like Slim Thug buying up the community, giving jobs. You had Dolph putting houses in his kids' name every
Mm-hmm.
birthday. Man,
You got
them
people
type
like
of niggas.
Grove Hero. It don't just be rappers, just anybody. If you in that world and you got the opportunity to be able to go back and change anything, if you from a neighborhood that don't got no stove in the hood and niggas got to travel 17 miles just to go to the stove, that's helping. That's helping your community right there by going back to the hood and putting the grocery store in the hood.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't think like that. They thinking for themselves. Once they get to that point, they thinking about how they gonna live and how they gonna prosper and how they, you see what I'm saying, how their lifestyle gonna be situated. They don't think about going back. Most people don't look back. Yeah, they'll go back to the hood and give away some turkeys. A nigga ate good today. That was it. Cause you ain't coming back till next year. So a nigga get to eat turkey once a year based off of you coming. That ain't you doing for your community for real. You could fix up some of them bandos and set up a little cheap rent rate for people to be able to, be tenants in them.
Affordable
Anything.
rent.
Niggas don't
Real
be thinking
talk.
about that. They gonna go buy that new Maybach, the new jewelry, and the new watch, man. When it's people, you know what I'm saying, including their loved ones that be back starving, but instead of helping the starving, you know what they hit you with? Oh, um, they be too entitled, man. Well, when if you come through and know you did enough, sometimes it ain't just about buying somebody a car. You can buy somebody a car in March, and by December the car tow up. They need repairs. They need all kind of stuff. Help them get something that they can sustain They can't sustain a living with a car you bought them.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it's just weird,
Yeah,
man. A
they
lot of
gotta
niggas don't
clean.
go back.
They gotta clean that up, man. Like I said, bro, if Boosie don't sit down like an OG supposed to, he gonna catch more backlash because they like, nigga, you the oldest.
And
You
you
supposed to be
and it's
leading by
crazy because you
example.
would think Ralo would be holding on more to the street nigga image, tough guy image than Boosie, but yet it's Boosie holding on to it more than Ralo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
And this
crazy.
and it hit different when and I know I just imagine how bro felt. He's saying that he was in the hole. I think he said he was in the hole when he got the news that Boosie did him like that. So just imagine a nigga in segregation hearing that a nigga who you looked out for had his old lady pulling up to your spot. He didn't even have to pay the money back. Dropping bags off to your old lady, and you
And
mean
you
to tell
doing this
me,
when you in the worst situation you could possibly be in. You really need your money. You locked up, nigga.
right?
So a nigga doing you a favor when the nigga incarcerated.
And that just let you know that just let you know, dog. Yeah, the nigga to the block party. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, that just let you know when a nigga you do something for a nigga to kindness your heart and drop a bag off to him so you can help his situation and he turn around and do something like that, you gonna be hot as a stove, bro.
It really
And it
is.
looked crazy because everybody would want to know, like, Boosie, what is you borrowing money from a young nigga like Ralo for? Like a nigga ain't pocket watching, but it just making the nigga think like you asking
Why
Ralo
he in
for a
jail at
favor,
that though? You gotta never forget to add that part to it. It wasn't like the nigga was free when you asked for the money. The nigga you had to get the okay from behind the wall.
right? Right?
That hit different, cuz. So when a nigga see a nigga that you had this bond with doing you like that, cuz,
Yeah,
and never reach out to even try to apologize, cuz you feel some type of way every time you think about it. And
mm-hmm.
that's Rollo, so you can't really say he wrong for being like that, nigga. He the one that got shitted on. It wasn't vice versa. He the one. Boosie was like trashing this man. Out of everybody outside of John Doe that was trying to expose Rollo, Boosie was the only one that was super vocal about Rollo.
Right?
Lil Baby wasn't saying nothing about Rollo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of
Ralo
them
said
niggas
it.
was saying nothing about Rollo. Yeah, some of them might have unfollowed him for a minute, but they wasn't really. Yeah, they wasn't doing that, bro.
It lost it. That man lost friendships and everything, all behind what Boosie got to realize when he say stuff, even if it's cap, a lot of people gonna run with it before they even do their research on what he talking about. When he
Like what?
said, "Oh yeah, I told that little nigga, you got me, nigga. I don't know who you talking to." He said that what he told Charlemagne. Why is you talking to Charlemagne like he from the streets? This
And
man swears a food
even
table
when
twice as green.
Rollo explained him trying to finesse them folks, Boosie response to that was, "I don't care what he was trying to do. You shouldn't have been talking to them people."
Yeah,
And that's where we go back to where Boosie takes his situation. Nigga, you wasn't in no situation where you could sit in the room with the police and try to finesse them out your time. Nigga, they ain't here trying to give you time for multiple people dying.
nigga. That boy say he tried to pay somebody 400,000 to
Shout out
take
to
the
Debbie
charge.
from London.
Shout out to London.
Shout out to Debbie.
That boy say he tried to pay somebody 400,000 to take the charge for them 1,000 pounds. Cause
You you say what? Say that again.
Rallo said he tried to pay the fall guy 400 bands to take the charge for the 1,000 pounds.
But Ralo even said in the interview though, cuz that it wasn't them niggas wasn't on them really about the weed. They knew it was something way more than the weed going on. It was violence and that dog. You
Listen,
know, you gotta think at a time when he got busted with the smoke, nigga, smoke damn near legal worldwide at this point.
this on everything I love. Nigga, if a nigga would have offered me 400 bands to take a charge for 1,000 pounds, I'm gone. I'll be back. 400,000. We ain't talking about 4K. We ain't
And no
talking about
cap,
no
cuz
40
I know
ball.
one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? If he watching this, you know what I'm saying? He probably tap in the comments, whether he see it while it's live right now or you know, later on. But his bro, you know what I'm saying, got knocked with damn near 1,000 P's and he went to jail. I think he did like 5 years, 6 years. And had to get deported though. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
400,000?
Four, 400 racks, cuz.
Whoo. Yeah, what
That's
Lady
it.
Dasha said. Shout out to Lady Dasha.
She said it was
Daisha,
in
however you say
Georgia.
her name. It depend on what state. She absolutely right because depending on what state you in, I ain't fucking with that.
Where he got locked up at Fulton County, didn't he?
Yeah.
The land of milk
No,
and
Rollo
honey.
was on the plane, I think, when he got arrested.
Yeah, they rushed the plane when he came back.
Bill
Bro
said
say
400,000. That ain't
400,000.
much.
That
That's
ain't
like
much.
four.
That's like 4 years of work.
It's it depends.
Man, look,
See, one thing about people, if you never been to jail, you'll never understand this, right? Everything from certain things you get your hands on to even drugs in jail, 10 times worth, 10 times more than what they is in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Something that's worth $100 in the street in jail that might be worth $2,500.
Shawty
You
say
see what
she
I'm
from
saying?
Ohio, cuz.
Okay, where you from in Ohio?
1,000 pounds of weed, you probably do 3 years. That's what she said.
Yeah, in Ohio, you know, weed legal. You ain't gonna do no whole lot of time. You could just go to the dispensary and all of that. So you know, it do depend on what state you from though. Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland.
For sure. Man, this no lie. You got a lot of niggas that be taking charges for 3,000, 2,000,
Now
10K.
you got niggas. Shit, she can attest to this. Niggas, it's niggas in the land that'll knock you down for 2, 3 thousand. That ain't even enough money for the lawyer nigga for the case, nigga.
And the crazy thing about it, if it's nowhere in hell he was supposed to go down like that if everybody who was in cahoots know that he trying to pay you 400,000 to handle this weed charge. I would have politely said, "Hey, this mine," because I already know I'm coming right back. Might be back next year. You feel me?
It depends. You
They didn't
still
find no. They
you,
didn't
you
find no
gotta
poles
remind
around
yourself
it.
because it's a Fed case. It's not. It's never for sure you coming back home. You got to
But
survive that
he didn't.
time.
He didn't have no poles around the weed. He didn't have no firearms around the weed, cuz it was just straight weed.
No doubt. But I'm saying, you know, just I don't know.
Hey, we
It
already know you. We already know what the feds do when they catch you with the drugs and the gun. The first thing they tell you, the reason why we gonna drag you like this because you was gonna kill somebody if somebody tried to take that weed.
Bill said just blame it on Lil Woody, he'll
Bro
take it.
say blame it on Woody. Ah! Bro say blame it on Woody. Hey,
Straight
real
up.
talk though. Real talk. He the only nigga we ever seen pimping the judicial system like that, man. Anybody else, man, they don't
Who
play with the people in the
Woody?
courtroom.
Woody.
Yeah, Woody.
But let me say this though too about Woody. Woody is the perfect example of we didn't see this in every generation of the street aspect of being gangsters and all that, right? From the
Right?
mob eras, you got the Sammy the Bulls. He came home, did nothing happen to him, but this is also a nigga who's responsible for over 30 bodies, right? Of course, ain't
Right,
nobody gonna say nothing to him when he come home. Cause nigga, no matter what cheese you thought he bit, he put a lot of niggas in the ground. He'll put you there too if you try to play with him, right? I think that's like a situation with Lil Woody, cause we be seeing this nigga outside. He in the projects, he in the club, the nigga everywhere, right?
right.
It can't be that much pressure on that man like that.
It ain't, bro. Come on, man. What he say? He say Hilton charges. He'll give them back tomorrow though. What's up? What's up? Unfriendly. What it do, my dog?
What it do?
Hit the like button, man. We got 24 people in the building, man. And tell us what city you represent. But
And let me
like
know
we
in the
was,
comments, man. Do y'all think something gonna happen to Woody, man? I ain't wishing nothing on him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Free Thugger though. First and foremost, free Big Thugger, man. Big slime, big slap.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm,
But do y'all think something gonna happen to Lil Woody, man? Be honest, man, because we
I'm
done seen Lil Woody take down YSL and then make a mockery out of the court system. But at the same time, we'll watch him get off the stand. As soon as he get off the stand, he in the streets riding four-wheelers, jumping in Jaguars, and doing 21st ones, showing up in the club, he in front of the projects and Mechanicsville. This nigga everywhere.
but, but you got to think about it, cause some niggas like
Shout out to
Woody,
Texas.
that some niggas like Woody, they be having family that's from the streets. You feel me? And like Ralo was saying, he said he went to school with Thugger, Woody, Ralo. I mean, you know what I mean? Woody and Thugger, like they been like that. He like Woody been putting that pole on niggas. And the whole city know about that. We know a lot of niggas in our city that got smut on their name. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna play with them. Cause at the end of the day, they still a man. You feel me?
And
Like
that's how
Ralo was
Alpo
saying.
was.
Ralo was
Alpo came
saying,
home.
well, he say Lil Woody is his whole family should be scared.
But he ain't lying though.
Real, hey, I agree.
Bill ain't lying though, man.
I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you, Bill. Because this nigga literally was in the investigation room talking for 9 hours. Like, what the fuck you got to talk about
Big
for
talking.
9 hours? You went in there. You went in the interrogation room 6 times, and one time you stayed in there for 9 hours. Just like I don't know, was you on the clean, the X pill? Like, what the fuck was you doing? You feel
Yeah.
me?
I think after a while, Woody just was like, nigga, what one of these niggas gonna do to me?
That's
These
a
niggas
fact.
don't even be getting in the car. I be in the car, getting out the car, walking down on a nigga from getting out the all of that. What one of these niggas gonna do to me? They
That's what
rappers.
that's what Rallo was saying. He was like, nigga, you trying to call me the police, but you got all of these niggas in the rap game. That's the police, all these entertainers and everything. They walking around. Ain't nobody did nothing to them, and you think you gonna do something to me? You feel me? Which makes sense. All these niggas be getting slaps on the wrist, dog.
And like I said, he really like he didn't put nobody in jail. Lil Woody got niggas in jail.
Yeah.
Nigga Thugger didn't sat in there and gained weight, dreads got longer behind
and
Lil Woody.
hey, he said, "Do you know he got his comment and just not for his whole family? People don't play. You don't rat no one out, especially if it was on some made up." I agree 100%, bro. That was the lamest excuse he ever made when he said he was just. I was just blaming it on Thugger for no reason because I know they wasn't gonna do nothing. Nigga, what the fuck?
What you mean they wasn't gonna do nothing? The man been in jail. He done lost millions, nigga. What do you mean they ain't gonna do nothing? He act like since Thugger been in jail, his streams went up 100%. No, nigga, no.
Real talk. Kids been thugging and everything. They've been you know what I mean? Shit ain't in order right now because he ain't
That
home.
nigga fucked a lot of niggas' lives up. He out here kicking it, having fun. He ain't making the gangsters look fucked. He making the gangsters look fucked up because they trusted a nigga like that and he took them niggas down. But he also making the court, the same people he made the deal with, he making them people look fucked up too, because he get right in there and make a mockery of the court system. They turn into reels and memes and shit. He walk out of court and go party in the street.
Like ain't shit happened. Bro say, I'm telling y'all, Woody is the police, man. They protecting that man. He told them he was gonna play dumb. Of course. We
I
already
think
know, bro.
I think
We living in the world right now.
I
You
think
mess
he the police
around
for
and you kill an eyewitness or something like that and watch what they do to you. Man, them folks will fry your ass. You do something. If they find out you killed a witness or anything, like shit done changed.
the fuck.
You kill an eyewitness if you want to, like Woody, and they find out who you is. You ain't getting out. You not getting out. I just know it. Like bro say, they protecting that man. You mess around and do something to that man if you want to,
At
and they
that
find
point,
out
when he got immunity with them folks and everything, so
real shit.
if he was to get smoked, it would be like smoking federal officers. You see what I'm saying? So the charges would be that would be like a capital, you know what I'm saying, a capital body type thing.
Real shit. Real talk.
So you can understand just off of that alone. Then you got to think, you never know if they got eyes on him. So what if you do pull up, walk down on this man and walk him down? They might walk you down right after you walk him down because they watching his every step. You don't never really know that, but you got to understand this man is a informant.
Right.
This ain't a Fed case, but it's a RICO still.
They watching everything he do. They know when he in the club and everything.
So a lot of people that do probably see him out and probably he dropping his load, they not gonna go there because they gonna feel like this a trap anyway. That's almost like it's almost like what 6ix9ine do was doing without the dissing though, because Woody don't be really dissing. He just be having fun and turning up and shit. Where 6ix9ine will go to the hood and do this and do that, but he be troll. He be dissing though.
This
Woody ain't
nigga
really
getting
dissing.
he getting booked more than rappers.
Man, he getting booked more than rappers. And that's another thing. Like, you're never gonna see us pay Lil Woody to come do no interview just because we gonna get a lot of views from it.
Hell
Man, fuck
no.
Lil Woody.
Hell
Free
no.
thuggin'.
We don't want no problems with that boy. Stay all the way away from a nigga. Nigga might fire up a blunt and get this thing get slammed on the car. Hell no.
It's
Bro
the
say do
it's
it,
the
or he
clout to
might be
me,
a
man.
Freemason. No, he wasn't no Freemason. He was sex money murder. That's what he was. Now he a plate. You feel me?
I thought they said he was from 30 Deep, or is that just a click or whatever?
That was some click shit from way back in the days. Like something like Heartless Felons. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That was an old stiff gangster crew back then. But like I was saying, yeah, Woody was sex money murder. You might catch him sometimes still throwing the guns up. I don't know why.
He just was in the club with a nigga that had a ski on and nigga threw the gun up. You ain't see that?
No,
If
I
they
didn't
in the
catch that.
club, Woody just in there just whoop wop wop, and he got a nigga with him, got a shiesty on, and the nigga, yeah, the nigga did that for sure.
Oh shit.
Clear as
Hey
day.
man, the
He had a few
game is
niggas with him
watered
for real.
down,
Would he be
bro.
outside? That's what be this shit be crazy, bro.
It's just the point, bro. I done seen too many people vouch for him in the comments. They like, Shawty might be the police, but one thing they know, if you play, he gonna blow. He gonna blow that bitch. Broad day, like he went to blowing while he had his child with him. He ain't going now. You
He ain't
feel me?
going for nothing.
Yeah,
So
it just
you bet not be playing when you approach him about nothing. It better be over the internet because you gonna fuck around turn into an example.
man, Thugger wasn't making them. Thugger was putting him in a song like how they was putting Terrence Gangster Williams.
Like they was putting D Rose in the song.
Yeah, they
Like
know
Chief
that
Keef
boy.
and them was putting D Rose in the song.
They already know he official when he don't stand on no principles and morals, but You ain't got to question
That
if he
make him
gonna
even
let that.
more dangerous though, cuz he'll smoke you, but he'll tell on you too.
Yeah, that's a dangerous man. that's the nigga like that. You got to stay all the way away from him.
Hell
Cause
yeah.
he ain't going to prison. He gonna be still out here shooting.
So yeah, right. And they know that. So I feel like they expected him to crash out some type of way, so they can come back down on him. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole shit is just weird. But you said this shit at the beginning, cuz when the Thugger Rico first came down, I'm like, cuz it's over with for them. You said, cuz that's Fulton County, nigga.
For
Niggas get about that jam in that Fulton County, man, and then we start seeing all that shit start happening. All them niggas get probation, and niggas, it just start getting weird, bruh.
I tell a nigga anytime, bro. Out of all of the county jails that I know about, Fulton County Jail, you can guarantee you gonna get a bond or you gonna get a slap on the wrist. I had a trafficking charge. I had a 5-year sentence for one of my dogs from Atlanta. He had 2 trafficking charges. They gave him a 8 through 5. Nigga, he doing 40 months just like me. Off 2 trafficking charges, I'm doing it off 1. Like 8 through 5 for 2 traffickings. Man, that supposed to anywhere else, they probably would have gave you about 15 years for some shit like that.
Mm,
That shit be
mm.
different than Fulton County. I done seen niggas get 8 do 2 for armed robbery. 8 do 2. 2 years in prison, the rest on paper. Then it would have been anywhere else in Georgia, man. Them folks gonna throw the book at you, dog.
You said that, and then they start getting 20-year probation pleas, and nigga, it just got
You see
weird.
what
Right
happened?
after you said that, it got weird.
What I told you about Dirt. What I told you about that. Didn't I tell you they was gonna beat that charge, that varsity shooting when Buddy got shot,
Yeah,
got
the
killed or
shit with him and
whatever?
Von and THF Bezos.
Yeah, I said, man, them folks is finna beat that shit. They the gang task force came all the way from Chicago to speak at the trial and say that Vaughn and Lil Durk was active Black Disciple members. The people in Fulton County ain't want to hear that shit, man. Give them a bond.
That's y'all problem, not ours. That's how they
Yeah,
look
give
at
him a
it.
bond.
Shit, them that
Yeah,
y'all gotta spend that money to do all of that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's how they go. You feel me? That's why they got Thugger the hell away from Fulton County and got him out there in Cobb County. Because they know if he was at Fulton, he'll have so much control. Look how many bitches get caught fucked at Fulton County Jail this year, man.
They had the
Bringing,
one bro when Gunner still was locked up. Then they say she got caught trying to sneak him something in. That nigga still got the plea bargain, got out and all. He ain't getting no extra trouble for that shit.
hold on, let me let this dog cart go by. But yeah, these niggas, these females bringing in Chick-fil-A pot pies, phones, weed, everything, and all 4 like I want to say this year, I think at least about 8 or 10 female officers done got caught fucking at Fulton County Jail.
But what female officers you think ain't gonna get caught getting some pipe in the Fulton County jail when the jail full of millionaires, drug dealing rap niggas?
My point
She
is
finna
that,
lose. She finna sacrifice that
bro,
job, nigga. If
that's
she got a
that's
chance
that's
to get knocked up by one of these niggas while they in jail, he sitting still. If I can get the juice up out this nigga and the nigga can impregnate me, nigga, I got a check now. Fuck this county jail job, nigga.
that's a fact.
What you talking about?
That's they know that these niggas be related to Young Thug, related to Lil Baby, this Lil Baby uncle, this, you know what I mean? They know all this shit. So they already know that it's money. It's money involved. When you, it's crazy because when you pull up in a prison in Atlanta and you see all these young females coming through, music hitting, rims, all this shit, you think that shit came from the state? Hell no. They end up, these millionaires that's connected to 21 Savage and all that shit, they bringing that
And they
shit
ain't
in.
messing with the main rapper. They messing with one of the entourage.
Real talk.
Your girlfriend run the risk of me seeing that nigga at the liquor store.
Yeah.
She supposed to be back in 15 minutes. Now she off in little baby hood, sitting in the Maybach. She might not
Real
be coming back, nigga.
right. Real shit. That's how that shit be going on, bro. When anytime when it come down to you being in a state or a city with millionaires connected to the streets like Atlanta, bro, that work gonna always come through. You got a nigga connected to Money Man. You got a nigga connected to Lil Baby. You got a nigga connected to Gunna. You got a nigga connected to No Plug. Like
I
it's
remember
too
you
many
was telling
niggas.
me how the just the work system was at one time. It was so many niggas down there in Atlanta. There was so many plugs that just to get the niggas was nigga the zips was going 32-gram zips, and I was like, what? Because nigga, you ain't never gonna get the 32 for the 28 price in Ohio. So that just lets you know how oversaturated with hustlers it was. You know what I'm saying? Up hustlers that was really up. You know what I'm saying? Real plugs. You know what I'm saying? So it created a different type of system for the
Bruh
streets.
say NBA YoungBoy just got out of jail.
I
What?
don't believe that.
I gotta look that up, man. Bruh say it be like that sometime. I just knocked up my homie girlfriend. Woo! Damn.
That nigga's a sport
Cold
coat.
blooded player.
That nigga William Allen, man. Shout out to you, cuz, but you
That
sport
nigga
coat, man. Any nigga been in jail know who the fuck sport coat is, nigga.
real talk.
The nigga that's at your house right now hitting your girl, that's sport coat. My nigga was
Hey
sport
man.
coat for a minute, man.
Yeah, bro. Like a nigga was saying, man, them niggas in Fulton County, they be connected to all these millionaires. So they gonna forever have to work in there. They gonna forever be flying drones. It always gonna be a female that's gonna be the mule that's gonna come through there and not give a fuck about the consequences because she just got a
Because
bag.
the money involved. You feel what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Like that go back to what you told me a long time ago before I had came down to Atlanta, and you was like, it's different down here, cuz. He was like, it's a lot of money. Niggas getting money in Atlanta. He was like, think about the rap game. That play a factor too, because most of the street niggas then converted over to being the rap niggas and they being successful because the system in Atlanta allows you got a nigga like Gucci get on. Now he got 30 niggas in the studio. Out of 30 niggas in the studio, you get your Pee Wee Longway, your Young Thug, you get all of these niggas that might have just been niggas in the studio at the time, but they turned into stars in the future. So it breed a lot of more stars where that ain't happening like that in these other places, right? Plus, these niggas come from the streets, so they already got the street mentality. Plus, they get the money too. So, like what you said, most of the gang members out there, millionaires.
Hell
It's
yeah.
different.
Yeah, man, listen. Them niggas living like dons. Like prime example, when you hear Lucci or Bloody J, when you hear they mixtape, you hear them shout out Major Graham. Major Grahams is one of the godfathers of the Inglewood family. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And I think he got a life sentence. Yeah, he got pictures with Mozzie all on
In
video
Georgia
catalog.
or he in Cali?
He in Georgia, but
Okay.
they shout out Major Grahams
So he
like
brought the
how niggas,
families over there then?
huh?
So he brought Inglewood fam. He one of the niggas that brought, like one of the ones that brought the families over there?
Him and Nut, the one that got knocked off. All of them
Yeah.
was like in cahoots with each other. Like
Okay.
I think he ended up. I think he ended up catching the body and catching the elbow. But in Georgia prison system, like how Pistol Pete is, Larry Hoover. When you hear Major Grahams,
Mhm.
he's the GF over the Inglewood and all other prison in Georgia. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he a rich blood because he's tied to rich niggas.
He tied to millionaire niggas that's associated to his logo.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they show a lot of major love to him. But I gotta charge this phone up because I'm gonna
You
let
already
you.
know, man. We're gonna hit y'all in the head again probably tomorrow, man. It's time for that. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and it's another episode tapping into what's going on with Ralo and Boosie and some more shit. Dropping at 9 o'clock, 9:30 this evening. Make sure y'all check that out too, man. Appreciate y'all, everybody that was in the chat, everybody hit the like button, everybody that watched, man. It's time for that, Coach for the Streets. You know where you at. Latch off the door. It's on the flow, man. We out of here.